All right, so we're in this online tournament. We're sitting 2 of 33. Registration just ended. We have $200 in bounties. We have 85 bigs. The bad news is the chip leader is to our left. Today's Monday, so we leave for the WSOP in a couple days. So we really want to make a final table here and have a chance for a deep run. Bounties are $50 each, and we have collected 4 bounties. It's $110 Club WPT. Let's mix it. So we'll update. He's going to be pretty strong because we are on the money bubble here. Oh my God. What the f? Four left. Right now we are guaranteed $400? $594. Let's go! Oh, we're dominated. Drop a 4. Jack. GG's. Man. That's huge for Vegas in a couple days. For, $1,400, we'll take it. A very good session, but at the end of the day, no one cares about second place, and we really wanted that first place, but we got some heads up experience and we're gonna build off of that. So 2 days till the World Series. Let's go, good start. What's up, everybody? Kyle Jams here. Heading to the train station. That way we can catch the train, head up to Vegas. Got to register through the WSOP Plus app. Then hopefully hitting up MGM Grand for the $400 event. I forgot what the guarantee is on that $400 event, but I know it's a 2-day event. The only thing is it starts at 4 p.m., which is really late. So I figure if you play 12 hours and then have to play the next day, I don't know. I gotta look at the sheet, the structure sheet. But pulling up to Union Station now. So we shall get to it. All right, see you later. Oof, it is hot. So we're still sticking with that $400. And then I thought about doing the $250 deep stack and come in at 63 bigs because I registered for the tournament tomorrow. So if I made day 2 of the MGM Grand, I didn't want to missed that, but I was able to unregister, so it's not a huge deal. So right now I'm just gonna go get some shoes, maybe some J's, and then go play that $400 event that I'm stoked for at MGM Grand. All right.
And there you are.
Oh, thank you.
All right, good luck.
Thank you. Let's go. We are in beautiful Las Vegas during the summer. The World Series of Poker is finally here, but for day one, we're gonna play at the MGM Grand. They had this $400 event that I talked about earlier, and it ends up getting a massive overlay. I think there were like 230 entries and they needed 300 to reach the minimum guarantee. But anyways, first hand, we're in the cutoff. We pick up pocket nines and the blind defends. So we're gonna lead out on Jack 4-3, 2 hearts for pretty small, about 2 blind bet there. And he makes the call and the turn comes 8, board pairing 4. We need to start extracting some more value out of our hands as we check things over on the turn, and that's just something that I need to start working on. And we pick up a river card of the 5 of diamonds. So now this is where we want to get value. We lead out for about 5.5 blinds, 1100. We get the call, we show our nines, and the blind is going to muck. So we win hand number 1. We're hoping we can keep that kind of momentum going on. And here in the second hand, we have ace queen suited. We're gonna 3-bet this hand in the low jack here. Hopefully we can just nail a board. This is the first tournament I've played in quite a while, with the exception of a couple weeks ago. I think I wanna say I've played about 2 tournaments in person in the past like 3 or 4 months, but we're gonna go to a flop. 3 people are involved in this hand, and the flop comes Jack, Jack 5. It goes check, 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 and the turn comes in the 5 of diamonds. We think we might be good here with ace high, as villain number 1 is going to lead out for about 1200 or 1300 or so. So like I said, we could be good with ace high here. So we're going to make the call and reevaluate things on the river. Hopefully we just nail a river. And that we are going to do is we get our change back, and the river comes the queen of spades. So this queen could have been really dangerous for us, or it could be really good. Hopefully it is going to be good, because if he has a jack here and he was just playing it deceptively, you know, we're dead. But we don't think he does when he checks things over to us, or any of the players for that matter. So we lead out for about 3/4 pot size here, 5100 into 8400. And villain number 1 is going to think about it, and he's going to decide to click in the call button, and villain number 2 is going to fold. So we show over ace queen suited, and we are not sure what he has because he mucks. So we win another hand against this player. And now we are in the small blind, where we look at pocket 8s. There is a early position raise, and then 2 more callers, 1 from the cutoff. We don't expect any of these players to have too strong of a holding, as they didn't 3-bet the early position player, but you know, they could have a ton of pocket pairs. But anyways, there's nothing for us to do except for flat, so we're gonna be out of position this entire hand. Really, we're just hoping to nail a flop here and get some money in, and that we do. We flop our set, as it's going to be middle set on queen 8-4, 2 clubs out there. We decide to just check things over as we would here. We don't want to do any donk leading here, I don't think. And it's going to check around. So didn't really want to see that, as we would have definitely check raised. Well, now the turn comes the 9 of hearts, which 10 jack does get there. 10 jack suited could be in all of these players' ranges. So we're just gonna check things over, and the initial early position raiser is gonna go ahead and lead out here pretty small. I think it's like 40% bet here. So he's gonna collect a fold from one of the villains in middle position, and then the cutoff is also gonna fold. Easy call for us. We could check raise here, but we just make the call and we'll see what brings the river. And the river is a really nice card. We could be absolutely dead still. We do bow up on the river, but anything like 9-8 here has us crushed. So, I mean, I guess not that many combos. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyways, we check and he's gonna bet about 3,000. So another like 40% to 50% pot. And we raise things up to 9,000. So about a pot size raised here, as with our chips in there, there's close to 19,000. He thinks things over for a little bit. I'm really hoping he makes the call because we definitely have the best hand here if he's taking this long. But he's gonna end up folding here. He asks for how many chips and he folds. So we're gonna move on to the next hand as we're building up pretty early and we pick up ace queen off in the small blind. There's a initial raise from a pretty short stacked player and we go ahead and 3-bet, he 4-bet jams us and we're gonna make the call here. I hate playing hands going to break because I just feel like I have such bad luck with them. That's at least how it has felt lately in tournaments and throughout the World Series of Poker. Well, anyways, we're up against King Queen where he flops his king as we need a 10 or an ace here to eliminate the player. And he's going to double up here. So coming back from break, we're still looking good. We have ace king off. There is a new player at the table. He's been building a stack and he's gonna raise things up and to about 2,200, so about 2.2x. We're gonna 3-bet to 7,000. I need to be better about 3-betting. I feel like I only 3-bet really strong holdings and I need to start adding in some hands like 5-6 suited, 6-7 suited, maybe in some 9-10 suited, king 6 suited. I do 3-bet ace-5 suited, you know, occasionally, but I just need to be better about not showing strength on my 3-bets. Anyways, he makes the call and we go to a flop that bricks for us. Jack 6-3 and he checks to us. We should have bet here. If we bet here, we take it down right away, I think, but we just check. Turn is gonna come a 9 of clubs. So there are 2 flush draws out there and he's gonna bet pretty small here. I mean, 4 blinds in a 3-bet pot. And we're just gonna make the call. I mean, we're hoping we can just hit on a river here. Is, you know, if a diamond comes, we do have the nut diamond. So we don't think he'll, you know, maybe we can bluff one off and blast one, but he checks. And here I decide to think about things is I'm not winning this hand with ace high. I don't think I'm gonna win, but we bet 10,000 here, which is, you know, just below half pot. It's like 40%. And I think I just have to blast off here if I ever want him to fold. He just snap calls and he shows a 9 after we show our ace high. So good hand there for that villain. And we're gonna move on to the next hand as we're starting to lose some of our stack. We're gonna need some big things to happen. Where we pick up Jack 10 off, we're in the big blind, so we're gonna defend this hand here as there's a couple villains in this hand. And the villain across the table in the blue shirt, I don't remember what it was, but pre-flop he just looked really strong. I don't remember if it was his mannerisms, but there was just something he did where I just had this kind of like intuition where I was like, this player just seems really strong. And maybe I was just bamboozled here, but I ended up flopping top pair here on what I want to say is 10-5-3. Yeah, 10-5-3. We check things over and he's gonna bet, I believe it's like 3,500 or so. I mean, we're making the call here every time. Could we check raise? Yeah. He's gonna put us all in though if we do that. But anyways, the turn comes a deuce of spades. So we're once again gonna check and I just, this was such a hand that could have been a big momentum swing for us, or maybe we could have been nearly eliminated because he goes all in. And we have top pair here, and I just feel like top pair is not good here. You know, something's just telling me it's not good here. We do the knit fold, maybe? I don't know if I'm never gonna know if I was good there, but we are not looking great as we now only have like 17 bigs and we pick up king queen off. We're gonna just raise things up. If we shove king queen here for 17 bigs, we're only gonna get called by better, I imagine, or we're gonna be flipping like something against like 9s, 10s, jacks, you know, and we don't want to get it all in pre-flop when we're behind. Well, anyways, king queen off now. We're in middle position. We raised first in. Gonna go to a pot of 6,600 and the flop comes 5-4 deuce, 2 spades. We have the king of spades, so we need to go runner to hit our flush. It checks around and the turn does come a 4 of spades. Board pairing, but someone's definitely betting on the flop if they hit like pocket fours, pocket deuces, pocket fives. You know, that's just not gonna check around. So it checks to us once again, and this time we're going to, oh, I don't remember what I did here, to be honest. I literally just watched this video. Oh, we check, okay. And the river comes great. It's gonna be the 6 of spades. So now we do pick up that flush, as we don't have the best flush out there, but we think we have the best hand. So we're gonna lead out for, I believe it was, yeah, 10,000 or so. So we're just kind of doing an overbet. We get folds. Now we only have 11 bigs here with pocket fours in the small blind. Cutoff raises to 4,000. There's nothing to do but get it all in here as we're short stacked. And the big blind folds, and the cutoff is like, I think I call here. I think I am supposed to call. He shows us an ace and folds. So I don't know what his kicker was, but we'll take the fold, honestly. And there's 54 left. We're in level 10. And now we pick up king, queen suited in the small blind, and we're still short stacked with about 10 bigs. We shove blind versus blind. And the big blind is going to call after he asks for a count. And we're gonna be up against king deuce off. Okay, great. So we feel like we are in very good shape here. We need a double up as we're in like a level 11 or 12 or something like that. So getting pretty late. So king, queen, king deuce, and the flop is going to come a queen. So we should have him dead as the turn brings him in, and he is gonna be dead. And I initially did not see that queen, and I saw the deuce on the river and I was like, no, but I obviously just can't pay attention. Anyways, we raise things up here with the pocket aces. We double check to make sure we do have the pocket aces and not the fake aces, the ace 4. So we're gonna get a shove here from the player to our left who we just won that hand with, and we snap call, obviously. And we show pocket aces, and he's gonna show pocket threes. So we are in great shape here as we are hoping to get more of a stack built up. And it comes 6 deuce jack, 2 diamonds. We check for diamonds, we're good. We turn a set, we have him dead. All right, so now we pick up pocket jacks. There's a table change, blinds have gone up drastically. There wasn't much going on. I went really card dead. We shove our pocket jacks. The initial raiser thinks about it and then he folds. So we do collect a little bit here. And now we pick up ace jack suited. We still are pretty short, so we just open jam here. And I want to say we had like 10 bigs or so. We open jam, collect folds all again. And now we have ace queen off. Under the gun, we jam. We get the call from the big blind who was tanking, so I think I was probably pretty good. And he shows us ace 9 off. So we're just getting it all in really well pre-flop here. And we flop our queen. Hopefully the turn turns him dead, and it does. And we are getting a double here. And now we have a little bit of a stack. We have 13 bigs. You know, it feels a lot better than what we've had. So we're gonna defend our ace 7 suited. Could I jam here? 100%. Should I have jammed? Probably. But I'm glad we didn't, because he definitely would have called with the hand that he ends up showing as it gets to showdown here. So jack 7-5, we flop middle pair. We check things over, you know, easy check through. He bets 8,000, which is like 1.2 bigs or something like that. So with middle pair, we're definitely calling here. We're never folding, and I don't want to raise here. I guess you could in theory. I'm not 100% sure, but the turn comes a 5 of clubs, which is a beautiful card for the big, because we're obviously going to call if we hit a 5 there. So we check things over. We already have in our mind that we are going to check raise. Should I have check jammed here? Probably, but I decide not to, and I just basically min click. He bets 16,000, and we raise things up to 35,000. And he does think about it for quite a little while, but ultimately he's gonna end up making the call. And I did not want to see a call. The whole time I was just like, please don't call, please don't call, please don't call. But anyways, hopefully the river can just boat us up with a 7. Give me a 7. It comes the deuce. So I don't know, shove here. I mean, we're getting called because we only have like 30,000, and with a pot size of 119,000, he's never folding. He checks, thankfully, and he shows ace jack suited, so he has us. And I tried to make the big play as I thought that 5 was such a good card to go for it, but we just got outplayed there. Simple as that. Now we have ace queen off once again. We're all in. We get a call from the blind, and once again, we're gonna be ahead here as we're gonna be up against king 10 suited. Like I said, we're just getting it in good here pre-flop, and the board comes 7-3-5, 2 clubs, 4 of clubs on the turn, 4 of spades. We're good with ace high here as we get the double up. 19 left, 16 move on to day 2. There is overlay. 26 total will make it to day 2. Now we're in the small blind with ace king off. What a dream spot, as there's a short stack that goes all in, a player that calls, we go all in, so he only has to call like 10,000 more. I barely had the early position all in covered. Early position has pocket eights. The player who has us covered shows ace jack. All right, let's just nail an ace, nail a king. A potential for a triple up for about 28 to 30 bigs with like the stone bubble approaching. We'd be feeling great. And the flop comes a king. 3 king queen. Don't put a 10 out there, please. No, the 10 of spades. We're dead. Ace jack's gonna take this one home and eliminate 2 players. GG's.
Just got back to the room. Ended up being, this is gonna be the first video to the WSOP series, because I definitely got enough hands to post for one video. So we ended up logging 8 hours in this $400 MGM Grand, and we finished either 17th or 18th. So during that hand, 2 people got knocked out, including myself. So I want to say there were 16 or 17 left. So when I got eliminated, they got paid or they had one more. Not 100% sure what was going on with the other tables. I just heard floor get called. So tomorrow, we're going to play in the $500 Colossus. All right, well, that'll be the conclusion of this vlog. Winning or coming in second in that online tournament was huge, and you know, wish we could have made day 2, got a bag, but that's poker. All right. Thanks for watching. Please hit the like and subscribe button if you've made it this far. Looking forward to getting to the tables. Take care, everyone.